Alrighty then. Hello, greetings and salutations. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it happens to be. My name is Michael and I am the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Legendary Season 3. That's right, we are back yet again for another season because you guys love this. And I love this. This is so much fun. I mean, I have had an absolute blast making these models and being able to share them with you guys. It has been just awesome getting to make, not only getting to make these models, but also getting them printed out and reviewed. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you guys are just so much fun. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Biggie Paw in the house, raiding in with a party of 5. Welcome in. Take a seat. Relax, unwind. Enjoy yourself. Phantom NJ, thank you so much for the follow. And, of course, thank you to everyone. Now, this morning, we are going to be commencing our Season 3 of the Legendary series, where we build Heroforge minis with you, the wonderful members of our chat. And the theme of this season for the next 6 minis is going to be monsters and villains. So, amongst this, we are also not only building the Heroforge minis, but we're also building out these characters, making them very, very fleshed out, and then, you know, once they're done, yeah, basically having a bid to be able to get these printed out and reviewed. Now, here's why I'm excited. There is just so much you can do with Heroforge, and I want to show off just a little taste of some of the stuff we could work on, right? Some of the things that I've seen people do. Like, I didn't make this, right? But I want you to, check this out. This is literally some of the stuff that people have made using Heroforge. Look at this, right? So when it comes to, like, heroes and monsters and stuff like that, there is really kind of a lot you could do. I mean, that's nuts, right? Like, freaking giant blob monster. What else do we have? There was also, where are you? I was looking for a good shark, and I came across this guy. Where is he? I don't have a problem. You have a problem. No, I have a problem. I have way too many. Maybe it has to be under monsters. Has to be. Yes, there we go. Yeah, look at this. This is, how do they do it? I have no idea. Like, and look at that. That's the, a shark person right there. How cool is that? That's freaking amazing. And some of these I would absolutely just print out, but, I wouldn't want to take credit where I didn't do the work, crab people. This one I made for a friend, Crit Crab, amazing, giant crab. We are going to be making monsters, we're going to be making villains, and we're going to be working on building them together. So that's the nature of it. So, as always, where do we begin? Well, first of all, one of the new features of Heroforge this particular round, it actually comes from the, first of all, we have, a bunch of new skeleton weapons, skeleton daggers and bones. That's kind of cool. The Vampire Lord's Spear. Oh, man, look, it's like Heroforge knows what I'm doing, right? Oh, what's that one? The Living Lance. Oh, that's cool. It's got, like, eyeballs and stuff. Can I put an eyeball on it? Let's just have a look here. No, it's just spikes. Okay, that's fine. Living Lance. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we got some new gear there. Let's have a look. Do we have any? I mean, I don't think we have any more clothing. Yeah, just the fairy outfit, which is pretty cool. Ooh, what's these? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So, a couple new wristbands. Interesting. Ooh, a lot of new wristbands. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, lots of new wristbands. Okay. Sweet. Let's see. What else do we have? New eyes. Nope. No new rings. No new piercings. No new bases. Nope. Mounts. Nope. Okay. So anyway, the one of the major new features that has come out is, of course, injuries and scarring. So I really want to see what these injuries and scars are going to do, right? So that's kind of what my focus for today. That's what the theme of today's hero is going to be, is let's make someone who has lots and lots and lots of scars. I don't know why I saved that. I don't want to go away. Don't save you. Bam. Okay. So yeah, someone with lots of scars. That's the only premise that we're going with. Yeah, whoa, yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, all this stuff. Heroforge is a great place to start to test one's creativity. I think so. I think it really is. It really does help. Like at least when I'm making characters, does help my creative juices flow. Can you make a beholder? No, but you know what? I'm gonna plug this, and I know I shouldn't because this is technically a Heroforge thing, right? But if you ever have a chance to check out Titancraft. Titancraft allows you to make a bunch of custom monsters as well. But you know, one, Titancraft don't sponsor me, and two, you know, I would only say that because you mentioned beholders, and I don't know if you could make a beholder in this. You know, let's Google it. Heroforge beholder. I just want to see it. I just want to see if this. Oh my lord. What have I done? What is this? I mean, all right. Now, keeping in mind, I want to point out that this abuses a couple of glitches in the program. I haven't yet figured out how to abuse the glitch, but yeah, okay, well done. Fair play. Fair play. Is it going to tell me who made this? I don't know who made this. I would like to give them credit. Yeah, I got no idea who posted it. But yeah, there you go. So can you make things? Yes, you can. That's the answer. Aya Janasi in the house. Hello. We haven't decided what we're doing yet, so you're just in time. You got tabbed while I sleep for work. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks, Eric. And a very, very warm and welcome to you. Please sleep well, you King of Kings. Yes. They have levitating minis. Yeah. Well, it's like a glitch which sends certain parts invisible and looks good for imagery, but yeah, you can't print them out, obviously. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is our first villain? Keeping in mind we are going to be looking at injury-based characters. So we're going to be trying to use as much of these, like, injury decals as possible. So, I need some ideas. Throw out some villains. A villain with necrosis. Okay, not bad. Let's put this down on the board here. Manage poll. New poll. Episode 1 villain. So we have Warlock with burnt hand. I like that. That's a cool one. Villain with necrosis. An archangel. An archangel villain? Like kind of like a fallen angel kind of thing. Yeah, I mean that could be interesting. Let's go wilder. Let's go wilder. Flesh Golem. I love that. Flesh Golem. Ooh, that's actually got me excited. I love the idea of Flesh Golem. Lots of wounds, lots of injuries. We can really ugly that thing up too. I think that's good. Oh, Myth is the Archangel. Okay, sorry. My bad. A Necromancer. We could always look at the Warlock. We could always look at a traditional Necromancer. Like, instead of a Warlock with a skeleton hand, we could always look at a Necromancer with a skeleton hand. I'm going to put that in there. With skeleton. Necromancer with skeleton hand. I like that. That's a cool one. Okay, it seems like a lot of these ideas are circulating around this Necromancer. Do we have any other ideas besides the Spellcaster with the burn or skelly hands? Just so that we have options. I've got the Necromancer with the skelly hands. I got the Flesh Golem. What's another good one? What about a werewolf? I mean, we could always look at like just a big werewolf with lots of scars and stuff. What's his name? Zaz, Victor Zaz from Batman. We could always do something like that. Serial killer, Zaz. We can kind of do a Victor Zaz type thing. That'd be kind of cool. What else? What are other good characters? Necrotic werewolf. Yeah, okay, let's go with the Necro werewolf. Okay. Creepy Jester. Alright, there we go. And is that a play on Rob's new character, Mr. Light? Maybe undead werewolf. Ooh, okay. You know what? I like that better. I like that better. Undead werewolf. Zombie werewolf. I think we'll keep it with creepy jester. All right, there we go. Poll is up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take our votes. Let's see what we're going to be making today. What do I want? I don't even know what I want. I think all of these are really good. Pretty even spread so far. Be sure to get your votes in because, again, once we start making this, we'll be printing these out so that you guys will get a chance to see what these look like. Ooh, Undead Werewolf and the Jester are kind of taking the lead here. Still a minute left. Now as we go into this, I'm going to show off a couple of the creepy jesters I've kind of worked on. I mean, they're not. I haven't gone too far with them, and they definitely could use a lot more TLC. You know, I kind of made them for fun. So this is the Dag Clown. Yeah, I do love the Dag Clown with the brand. Let's see, what else did I have? I'm sure he's in the collab characters list. He must be, right? Maybe he's not. Maybe I put him in the Iconics. Yeah, there he is. So this is my other creepy jester. So this was the character of Jack that I played for Dread's Dread's April Fool game. So that one was really cool. This one actually came out really nicely. I also love that we got the what do you call it? The smile on his face too. That was really cool. Yeah. He's gonna be a hard one to top. He is gonna be a hard one to top. And did I do another one? No, I think that was it. I think it was Jack and that one. But we are going to be doing an undead werewolf. Ooh, okay, an undead werewolf jester. No, we're gonna go with undead werewolf. Okay, so here we go. All right. So, an undead werewolf. This is really interesting because, of course, if we follow common folklore, a werewolf is a type of corruption that will transform a person into their bestial form. If you actually follow the original folklore history about it, the etymology of the idea of the werewolf came from the idea that, in the same way that vampirism was kind of a symbol of this, it was the idea that as human society began to evolve and move away from living in the wild and being one with nature, that there were these bridges, these gaps where nature was not yielding to humanity's advances. So it was the idea that, like Dracula, for example, you are not safe in your bed, right? A stranger who you invite into your house could turn out to be a horrible monster. That was the nature of it. So in the same way, werewolves represent that wild place, that indestructible, immovable force that can terrorize and just run rampant. And you go from that sense of being safe and confined and happy to suddenly being prey. That was the nature of it. So that's what we want to lean on when we look at this villainous werewolf. Traditionally, there was only one way to kill werewolves, and that was with silver. So, I mean, maybe what would be very cool, because let's start with one of the basics. The basics is I can't make a wolf skull, right? Straight up. I can obviously add canine features to a character, but to do a wolf's skull would definitely not happen. But what if I had a werewolf whose body was maybe covered in silver? Do you know what I mean? Like someone who kind of lost, we have lots of injuries, we do lots of wounds and stuff like that, and then we just have silver poisoning kind of running up their body. You know what I mean? What do you think of that? The silver poisoning idea. That could be kind of cool. Isn't that a challenge? It is a challenge. It always is. All right, what do you think? Silver poisoned werewolf undead. Sound like an idea? Sound like a meh? What do you think? Do we like it? Do we dislike it? Yeah? Like the beast was trying to be contained and then encasing them in silver. Yeah, that could be kind of cool. That's a cool story. I like that one. All right. So let's start with the finer details. Oh no, he's naked. Let's add him. Let's fur him up. Actually, you know what? Let's keep him relatively human on the top, and then give him canine legs. Let's give him a tail. I think that tail's a horse tail. Wolf tail. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. And then what we'll maybe do is we'll maybe look at giving him rather than giving him actual fur. Yeah, see that? We can kind of blend that fur in and kind of make it look like it fits in there. So that'd kind of work. And then pants-wise, we want the traditional werewolf ripped pants, right? Like that's obvious. All right, cool. So we got a nice start there. As for hands, like we definitely want those clawed hands. So if we go to the torso and look at his hands, we can... No, we can chop off his hands, but we can't change them. All right, so there's thankfully some gloves that you can use if you're looking at making like clawed hands and stuff like that. There is, yeah, monstrous claws. So as you can see there, yeah, you can add monstrous claws easily. All right, so I think we got a good baseline. Now, keeping in mind, this is just the baseline, right? We're going to play around with poses. We're going to play around with colors and stuff like that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, okay. So in terms of the werewolf, what do we think for this as the base? Is this a good base? What are some changes you think we can make? Let me know. All right, let's read some of the chat while I'm here. Here we go. Sounds good. Interesting take for sure. Big fluffy tail. Yep. Too bad you can't give him a cone of shame since he's been fixed. We can give him a cone of shame, actually. There's a neck piece. There you go. He can have the cone of shame. I bet you thought we didn't, but we could. It's right there. Yeah, cone of shame. No pants. Could be embrace being fully wild. Yeah, look, I think so, but I think that seam line between the furry legs and the human torso looked a little bit awkward. That's the only thing I would say would be why I'd put pants on. Red Dragon GM, cat race fun. Werewolf fun. Undead werewolf. Actually, silver poisoned undead werewolf. So basically, this werewolf was killed via silver poisoning, then its corpse was reanimated. That is what we're kind of building today for our first villainous Heroforge model. Silver shackles with wounds radiating outwards. Man, see, I'd love to do that. Problem is that I had to use, because I had to use the gloves, I can't wear wristbands. Oh, maybe I could. Oh, that would... No, I can't. No, I can't. It would be very tricky. Oh, you challenge me. All right, I'm going to try. I'll try. A cat race fun. Werecat then. Because he looks like a tiger with the hair. He does kind of look like a tiger with the hair. Let's give him some ears. We forgot to give him ears. Bop, 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 bop. That's... hyena ears, bear ears. Fox ears. Where are the canine ears? Are there no canine ears? It's feline ears. Animal ears, bear ears. Horse ears, fawn ears. Canine ears, there we go. Yeah, there you go. I mean, look. If it looks cat-like for the moment, maybe we can touch it up a little bit here and there. For now, let me just try. Let me try a couple things here. So if I add in a second pair of arms, and I very delicately no, that's ridiculous. Nope. Nope, that's not happening. I am absolutely not doing that. That's just going to look awful. Okay. I'm going to, however, change his... Because, I mean, you got me thinking about the whole cat thing. So, let's add some muscles. Widen his build. Upper scale. Maybe let's look at a running pose, because there's a pose here that I really love. I love that pose. Or maybe we can go with the howling pose. Where is it? Yeah, that could be cool. I like that. We'll keep that for now. Hey, Lord Garthon, what's up? What is up? All right, even more cat-like with those ones. Yeah. I think that's kind of heading back in the wolf direction, which is good. All right. Let's see. Clenched fists. Rawr. Maybe. Yeah, let's clench them for now. Okay. Cool. So we got our rough wolf thing going here, which I think is okay. Look, keeping in mind, we want to start from a position where we've got the werewolf elements in. Then we want to add in the undead stuff. Hey, Art Hard Studio, thank you for coming and hanging out, my most excellent dude. Sup, bro amigo. Man, it's been a day. It's been great. We have started season 3 of our legendary series, so we are making a community character, and we are working on a Stella. yes. All the theater nerds in there just got that. But yes, it is a... Here we go. It is a undead werewolf who was killed through silver poisoning and has been reanimated as a member of the undead. That is the premise of our story, which we will keep working on and keep developing. So obviously, to begin, we are going to be looking at what type of what kind of makes this this werewolf a werewolf, and that is there we go. So what makes this werewolf a werewolf? We've got the tail, we've got the canine feet, we've got the furry face, we've got the shaggy shoulders. We kept a human torso because I think the human torso kind of gives that away. Theater nerd for sure, yeah. You know, it's okay. We can tell each other apart for like miles away. And we got the monster claws. So I think we got that. What makes this werewolf a werewolf? Ha! Sentience. Eating of sentient people. I go for another kneeling position for the howling to amp up the feral feeling. Go for another kneeling position for the howling to amp up. Maybe make the torso gaunt. Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's try that one. Gaunt torso. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I do not dislike that. So I'm going to save this just real quick. Let's try a couple of the other kneeling poses. There's that kneeling pose. That kneeling pose. That kneeling pose. Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. That one's got a bit more despair to it, doesn't it? Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like what that's doing. Okay, so if I tilt his head up and then maybe twist it to the side. Oh man, that absolutely looks like he is dead. I don't dislike that. I don't dislike that at all. Alright, so I guess my question here is, do we want to make a passive mini, or do we want to make an active mini? So, a passive mini is like a mini that you would see like this, you know what I mean? Like, there's no sense of danger, it's just this werewolf, yada yada. But if you put him on the board, right, if you imagine putting him on a board around a game table, that's kind of what he'd look like. If you look at an aggressive one, you're looking at someone who's like in mid-swing or, you know, like launching a bow and arrow or whatever. So I guess what do we want to do here? Do we want to make it like, do we want to keep this with the artistic view, or do we want to go with an action view? So I'm going to put that up for a vote, and then we'll move on from there. So here we go. New poll, pose, despair, or action pose. All right, there we go. 2 minutes on the clock. Bam! Also, a very special welcome and thank you to our dear friend, Lazy Titan, or the microbiologists. Welcome, dude. At work, no sound, love your face. I love your face. All right. Aware that they did not have the release of death and brought back Vengeful Beast. Yes. This looks like someone you'd see in a cage and would free to fight. And fight to free. Yeah, no, I'd agree. I agree with that, Son. It definitely seems like someone that the party should be empathetic towards. Absolutely. Shaking fist at the gods. I don't know. I feel like I'd get a bit existential with that. You know, it's like I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you. Why did you make me like this? All right. Looks like people are opting for the action pose. So while the pose is very cool, and I think, like I said, I think we'll keep this, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Heroes. I'm going to go into my saved ones. I'm going to rename this one. I'm going to call this Howl at the Moon. Right? And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to move that into my poses section. And like I said, that's an important thing to remember to do. If you fiddle around with poses, keep the ones you like. Just save them, because you can then, if you've got a pro membership, you can import those poses to any character, and that's really cool. All right, so let's go with aggressive then. Oh, that one's not bad. Oh, let's do a I got a good one. Let's do a flash run. Because one thing that has always terrified me about the undead is when the undead aren't what's the word? They aren't slow. They're like super fast. And I have a pose here that I made for one of my other characters. So many poses. Here we go. That's the one. So with that, what we can do here is have that head tilted upwards. Have those arms see. Is that a grab? I mean, I wish you could have the arms, like, the hands stretched out. Oh, I think that's alright. Yeah, I think that one will be okay. Alright. How about something like that? Base should have leaves and a skull. Yes. 100%. I think. Middle of the night. Leaves. Yes. Skull. Or maybe just a bone. Where's that bone? I agree. That's looking good. It's looking freaking awesome. Alright, there you go. So that's maybe skull or bone. Skull or bone. Whatever I see most in chat, that is what I will put in. Skulls or bones. Femur. Okay. Wolf with a bone. So racist. Yes. Give the dog a bone. Maybe between shaking his fist God. Yeah, okay, cool. Wasn't that if you have a look at the pose library? I'd love to have a look at your pose library. Yeah, look, I've got the library is amazing. And, well, you know, maybe at the end of today we'll show it off if I remember. Bone, skull. Looks 50-50 at the moment. Stretching out hams, trying to get it. Bone. That's another one for the bone. Alright, so we got to pose the backstory, the werewolf elements. Yep, cool. Absolutely. Let's work on that. Bone. Okay, looks like bone is going to win. We'll move the bone around so it won't be there. It won't necessarily be there. But let's now work on this character's story while we color it in. Now, from the audience, while we're working on this, I would like for you to tell me what type of wolf this should be. Because, I mean, for me, werewolves should have a base, right? So it could be a timber wolf, it could be an Arctic wolf, could be a winter wolf, you know, whatever. What species of wolf will this be? As we're developing this, I'll collaborate it, and then we'll do a vote for it. So starting with this backstory, I think a tragic backstory is kind of done and dusted. You know what I mean? Like, there's always this idea of, like, the Hammer horrors, the classic tales of the misguided monster. But who is the real monster? Humans, they're the real monster. You know, I like those, but, you know, I don't think they're always necessary. Arctic wolf. I like that. Oh, jeez. Okay, fair enough. Is that it? Just Arctic wolf? Not a timber wolf? Not a gray wolf? Not a, mountain wolf? Or a... You know? Nope, just Arctic. All right, Arctic wolf it is. We'll say something darker, honestly. I mean, look, we can always try the Arctic and see how that works. Because of the silver we want to showcase. Yeah, that's true. Dire? Yeah, dire, black and gray. Dire wolf? Yeah, okay, let's... what color is a dire wolf? Dire wolves in the D&D stuff are... They've got kind of like a grayish white coat. Yeah, they got a grayish white coat. Okay. So as we're moving through this, let's talk about the story. So, I think one of the important things to remember is that some villains can just be villains. I think having the werewolf die is obviously going to be very sad. Like, that's the nature of death in settings and worlds, you know? Like, it's not supposed to be something that everyone, is indifferent towards. It's supposed to invoke feelings of tragedy, especially if someone throws themselves into, you know, the tragic events of misguided, of being misled, misguided. You know, there's lots of little ways that you could you could spin those type of stories. So I think for me, looking at this character, I really want this character to come across as a true villain. You know, like this was a bad guy who had a bad thing happen to them, and that was, you know, that was kind of why they ended up in this situation. You know, this is kind of almost like the return of so and so and so and so. You know what I mean? Like it's the return of this rather villainous creature. I think it creates a lot more fear and terror, and I think that's a good element to kind of explore. At least that's just my thoughts. My thoughts on the matter. Okay, don't worry. Like I said, we'll be adding the undead stuff in a little bit. So yeah, that's my go-to. I think maybe a tragic backstory is not the direction. I think maybe having something like this werewolf was terrorizing the countryside and was of course killed by a vampire hunter. But the vampire hunter didn't realize that he had also pissed off a necromancing vampire somewhere down the track. And after having slain the werewolf, the vampire made a deal with the werewolf and basically said, "If I bring you back to exact your revenge, will you kill this werewolf hunter?" And you know, naturally the wolf goes, "Yes, abso-frickin-lutely." And so that's I like that. That's kind of cool. So yeah, and that's the nature of this werewolf undead. Why and how it came back was not a kind of like, oh, poor werewolf, he's come back, but oh no, this thing is after us, or this thing is going to kill us. Maybe yeah, cool, very nice, very nice. All right, we're kind of getting somewhere good, which I like. So yeah, okay, we got the Arctic wolf thing. So what do you think of the? Okay, so let's start with the Arctic wolf. Do we like the whites and the Arcticness of that werewolf? Do we like it? Is it enjoyable? Die is a good compromise. Albino wolf. No wolf man is an island. Hey Scozy, what's up? Let's see. A blood hunter who kept chasing power even after death. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I do like that. That's a really great one. Let him be an evil boy for the sake of being able. Loves to spread lycanthropy. It amuses him. Ooh, that's also really tasty. I like that. Maybe that was the story. Maybe that was the background. So let me jot this down as well. So put this down here. Okay, so lycanthrope undead. Spread his curse for amusement and was killed by a vampire hunter. By a hunter. Restless in death. He continued. He raised as a revenant. Ooh. Silver cursed revenant. And seeks out the hunter who killed him and all of their descendants. Yeah. I love that. That's really cool. So yeah, he was spreading, this dude was spreading lycanthropy, like the whole way around. And yeah, was killed by Silver and then rose as a revenant. I think a revenant's a great type of undead. It's the return of Strahd. Yes. Dag, what's the leader of the? What if he was the leader of the pack and raised by the mysterious entities of the domains of dread? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe that's what he was. He received the patronage of the mysterious entities within the realms of dread and use them to traverse, to wreak havoc. Alright, I love it. I love it, love it. How does the tar bottle look on his nose? Let's find out. Tar bottle. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it's alright. I mean, went with the green just because, looked a little bit more undead. But I think the tub, yeah, I think for now I'll keep the green, but we'll come back to that. White and silver poisoning would be a great. We'll get lost. Well, all right. So this is where we'll start now converting it. Okay. So this is now where we're going into the next bit. So the first thing we want to do is we want to hit the decals button. Let us mess this guy up. So let's start with his legs. I think as far as legs go, that one's a good one. I like that one. I don't think we'll see any of the other ones too good. No, I don't like that one. Scuff marks, no. Bruising, some on his butt. No. Ankle chops. Ooh. Yeah, why not? I like that. Oh, those ones are nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so I think the ankle chops are good. All right, let's look at the body. Scratches on the back. Wound to the chest. Ooh, I wonder, can I make that smaller? No, I cannot. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so let's try again. So, lower tier. Scratch marks. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. I think that needs to be on the upper tier, though. Okay. Oh, those are pretty good. Bruised knuckles. Look, I think we do need to show off some of the bruising. Ooh, I like that one. Yes, I can keep that one. Yep, I think that's a good one. Alright, so let's have a look. Where's that bruising? Alright, I'm going to get the bruising over there. I'm going to try the bruising on the knuckles. Oh, I can't because I'm wearing gloves. Of course, that makes sense. So you can't bruise. So if you've got the wolf claws like I do, you won't be able to decal the hands because it's underneath the gloves. Makes perfect sense. Yep, I think on the back. I think X is on the back. And then on the front, which will be our top layer, that's going to be the major wound. That's going to be the killing blow, as it were. All right. Face. Okay. I think with that, we can create like that silver effect, which is good. Now, one of the cool things is you don't need to use all of the scars. If you blend in, like for example, let's say I only wanted that lip scar, what you can actually do is you can actually go in and then use the same color as the rest of the fur. What did I do with the... Is that the fur color? No, that's not it. Has to be that one. No, what? What color did I use? And why is it not here? Must be... Well, it's there now. Anyway, so yeah, if you just color it in like that, like if you only wanted that, or if you just wanted the... Yeah, see what I mean? What the hell? Yeah, or if you just wanted the lip, you didn't want the lip one. You know, again, just remember that, yeah, when you look at the scars and stuff, you don't need all of the scars. Bruising. Bruising. Oh, that's awful. Ooh, runny nose. Let's see if we can add that silver. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm kind of enjoying where it's going. I think maybe Callie was correct that it is a little bit too light for the silver to really make an impact, but that's okay. We can adjust. We can make things move. Use the one for the blood around the jaws. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be working. Yeah. Chest decal can be silver spreading from an arrow. Look, I don't necessarily want to do another arrow one just because we've already done that one. It was very cool, but I don't think we'll do another arrow one. Let's see. Scratch marks, lacerations. I mean, can I mirror that at least? Yes, I can. All right. I don't know if I want that one, but you know, it's good to know that I can mirror it. Okay. No, that's good. I think that one. Yeah, that's the last one that I'll go with. I think let's go with silver. All right. So the silver poisoning is kind of hitting it up. Then we'll add in cuts. Ooh, let's make the cuts like kind of green and festering. Yeah, kind of like that. That kind of works. I know I hit the shirt accidentally. I will come back to that. Bruisings, and then back to the silver. So that's all silver. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I'm liking, like I said, I'm really digging that green. Now we tried the. Can we try to get a dagger in his thigh? Yes, I can. That wouldn't be overly hard. But before we look at those details, let's go back and look at the coloration of our wolf. That's not terrible. That's not bad. We can play around with that one. What do you guys think? What color do you think the werewolf should be in order to really make that silver pop? Like, I think the brown's okay, but I think we can mix the brown and the black maybe. The gray also didn't do bad. But I reckon we'll lose it in the print. I'm almost certain we'll lose it in the print if we did the gray. Try magma rocks. Sure, I mean, why not? Let's, yeah, I don't think that's gonna really work. That one's okay. The coal color. Yeah, it's not bad. We can adjust the color later. Brown gray. Well, I mean, adjusting the color now is important because it is going to be imperative when we come to making our ultimate decisions on, you know, like elements of the character, elements of like what makes this character particularly vicious. Yeah, no, I dig that. I think that's really cool. All right. So, here we go. So we have our silver-touched werewolf. Silver-touched werewolf who has been hit with a lot of silver. All right, we can... can look at just making that really dark. Those little pieces there. There we go. That little bit of white flash, I think, will just really help define that that area in front of his jaw. The silver is going to be really nice, and if we ever so slightly adjust the edges there. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Okay, orange and brown. Or would that interfere with the wounds? I think it would. I think the wounds would definitely stand out a little less. I definitely think they would. Having a look at some of the browns. Actually, you know, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Now here's another thing. Here's another trick that I used early in another dude. And that is you get a small blood splatter, and then we move it up, and then we carefully adjust it. And then what we can do here is we can add that and make that silver as well. And by making that silver, that kind of creates that corrupted look. Yeah, look at that. See, that's kind of cool. See, so now you can kind of see there's like a lot of that silver splatter that's kind of hitting all over. You've got like it's very irregular, but it looks like it's kind of bleeding into all of him. There we go. Looks like he got hit by a silver bomb. Yeah, that's kind of sort of the vibe that I'm looking at. It's just this, yeah, it's like just out of it, completely desperate, evil, you know, undead. And I think he should definitely be called Silverfang. Just saying. Now let's undead his eyes if we can. How do we undead his eye? Give it a glow, maybe? Maybe a greenish hue. Yeah, so that could be kind of cool. Maybe add some glow there. It gives a very Halloween-y look, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that kind of looks cool. All right. Yeah, the rat eye. Let's try the rat eye. I like the idea of the rat eye. Let's see, where are we? There we go. Yeah, maybe not the rodent eye. I think I definitely like the glow a little bit better. Yeah. Too Halloween-y, you reckon? I mean, it's coming up on Halloween. I feel like if anything's gonna be Halloween-y, that needs to be here. Hey, Dilly the Doe! What is up, my dude? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi. Welcome. Come in. Sit down. Relax. Unwind. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. Ladies and gentlemen, Dilly the Doe is a wonderful RPG performer. Recently seen playing Baldur's Gate 3. Dude, how cool does Chapter 2 look? I really want to play Baldur's Gate, but I really want to make it finish first so that I'm not, like, you know, stuck playing the same chapter over and over again. That's just my opinion. I love it. I really want to play it. I hope you are having an absolutely banger of a time with it, dude. Like, absolutely. Like, seriously, I hope you do. We are working on Season 3 of our Heroforge Legendary series, where we sit down with you, the lovely audience, and we make Heroforge minis. Today's quest was a undead werewolf. We've decided that this undead werewolf was killed by silver poisoning, so he's, you know, kind of got all these cool little silver wounds all over his body. Because we also wanted to try out the new injury markers, so you can actually see there's like a bunch of injuries and stuff. We kind of added some green around the wounds to make it look like it was festering. You know, so we've added in that. And yeah, we've got a pretty decent character here, I think. I think the model looks. I'm actually very excited about the model. The claws glow is too bright. Okay, let's tone that down a bit. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. We're currently making an undead werewolf. All right, so there we go. So if we tone that down a little bit there, let's while we're in this area, let's add in our there we go. So we got our leaves, and then let's get our rotten bone in. There we go. Nice. We can move some stuff around. I think with our lighting for this one, we don't really need much. I think a nice blue light would go a long way, just as a kind of like a Howl at the Moon kind of thing. So if you look, creating that kind of ambient blue off the top, I think really does some nice stuff there. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, well, what do we think? What do we think? How do we feel like we're going here? Dead Aussie, love some Heroforge. LMK, let me know if you ever need anything printed. Dude, totally. Absolutely. I always need stuff printed. Actually, you know what? If you are offering, I do have one or two filaments, one random. Okay, I have something for you. I haven't had this done yet, but a little birdie has put into my possession something that I can't print because I'm not a printer. If anyone has heard of Hekna, for example, there are some miniatures that are available with the Kickstarter that I have now in my possession. But I don't have a printer, and it's just kind of sad. So I might absolutely hit you up, dude. And then if you're keen for it, I'd love to do like a collab of like, you know, the process and like what it takes and, you know, how they came out. That'd be amazing. That'd be awesome to be able to do. If you're interested, just let me know. Yeah, hit me up on Discord. If you don't have my Discord, let me know and I'll flick you some details. But yeah. It's not hard to find me on Discord. Let's see. At work, hope you're doing well. Yay, doing good, streaming while taking a break from getting prep for my move. Oh, where are you moving to? Are you moving to somewhere or away from something? I think there's a very big distinction between the two. I mean, I'm very excited if you're moving to something because it means you're moving towards bigger and better things. If you're moving away from something, that sucks because, well, it means that something had to suck enough for you to move away from it. So yeah, there you go. Yay, Discord. Yeah, cool. Claws is still too bright, you reckon? Oh, keeping in mind, I mean, yeah, okay. What do you guys think? Moving to Austin, Texas for a new job. That is exciting. See, that is moving towards something. I wholeheartedly congratulate you. Well done. That's awesome. I hope you are excited for your new job, whatever it happens to be. And I hope that whatever break you need to take in your streaming is not a long break because I love watching your content, dude. Like, I know I only get to really lurk every so often, but you know, it's always enjoyable seeing some content creators. Like, you just know that these content creators are just doing the best work ever, and you're just like, yeah, I want to keep seeing more of that content, and you are definitely among those people. So yeah. All right, I think I have ruined his ears. I think I've got some good stuff here. Yeah, I think with that there, the underbrush there, little pink paws. I think maybe a little green paws would make sense. Yep, I like that. All right, how's that? Is that better? Does that have like with the less of the is that less of the what do you call it? Less of the glowing claws. Is that better? Does this look good? Do I appease you? Plus mom, dad, sister, brother-in-law, and nephews are all there. I'm so very excited. Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, like I said, moving towards something or heading towards things is like the best way to be traveling. It's the best way to be doing stuff. I for one, congratulate you. It's always a pleasure, like I said, to be able to find ourselves in situations where we can move towards the things that we love and people that we love. I for example, really wish that I could move over east. There are a lot of people in that general vicinity that I'd love to spend time with and be around, but you know, being from Western Australia, it's a rough time zone. It's a rough time zone, and I definitely do not envy anyone who has to try and operate on my time zone. All right. Okay. Just moving some stuff around just to kind of change the pace things up a bit. Yeah, there we go. And then there we go. And all right, there we go. So Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got the cool bone, we got the werewolf, we got the silver bits, we got the undead bit. I feel like for the most part we've got this. We've nailed this dude down. What do you think? Any suggestions? Let me know if you have any STLs that you need, my friend. Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. Be right back. Gotta get out of this cosplay. Dude, send us a photo. There's an art channel in my Discord. Love to see it. All right, no worries. Well, if you're around a little bit later, let me know, and yeah, we'll talk. We'll chat. We'll do lunch. That's what we do. How did necromantic autocorrect me to romantic? I am mostly appeased. The mouth feels slightly weird with the green still, but that could just be the effect of the necromantic power. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and the dagger in the thigh. Okay, let's do the dagger in the thigh. Okay, let's try this. Dagger in the thigh. So, much like with many things, we are going to start with a tail. We're going to start with a thin tail so that we can spend... Oops, sorry. Not that. There we go. We get 2 tails. And then we give the second one... Oh, come on now. Can I not... Nope, no tail. Okay, so the tail's not going to work because I can't make different types of tails. So let's go with an arm then. Extra arm. Let's get rid of that arm. As for this arm, what we then need to do is give it the dagger that we want. Let's see. So I think the best way, because keeping in mind he holds the dagger from the grip, which means that ultimately the grip is going to be shown with the hand. So I have to find something where the blade looks like... Yeah, something like that, maybe. Okay, so I need to find something in a sheath. That's what I need to do. Yes. Too long. All right. So if I take that, and then let's try to pose him around a little bit. So get that extra hand going. Look, don't judge. Okay, yeah. I think a sword in the thigh is going to be a little bit more than he's going to be able to manage at this point. I think there's a lot going on. I think, yeah, no, I'm not sold on it. I think to make things nice and neat, that one needs to be there. Unlike the arrow going through the body, which let me show you that one real quick before I get through there. Calindria, I shall return, but in the event you are being raided, I love you all. Ah, there we go. Yay! Bye, Calindria. We'll see you soon. I used to be a fond of dag, but then I took a dagger to the thigh. Creepy weirdude. Yeah, creepy weirdude. Super creepy weirdude. Okay, let me go get the archer. I want to show you guys what you can do. And I'll show you why I'm not doing it. And I'll show you what. So here is the archer that we made. Let's see. Go power focus. Take off autofocus. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Let me just turn that light down so you guys can see that. All right, so there you go. So that is our menu. There you go. So this is our archer that we made for Heroforge. So as you can see, he's got an arrow running through his body. And what we did for that was we created an arm. Now, if you look just next to the quiver, you can kind of see the arm that is there. Now, the reason why that was able to be hidden is because we put the quiver there, and then we changed it and adjusted its height. So, you know, the quiver draws your eye away from the fact that there is just that piece of extra arm. And that's just to get that arrow right next to the middle of the chest. Now, getting something into the thigh, which is a lot smaller and thinner, just takes a lot more effort to get the hand, which is, as you can see, quite robust, through the leg and then out the thigh. I don't think that's going to work, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to just be very difficult to make that kind of character. So that would be the only gripe I'd have with that. So I'm going to say no for the dagger. Just because I don't feel like there is much of a way to do that. I'm going to throw out a few things though, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions, because again, this is all about doing stuff with you guys. Thought and opinion number 1: skeleton arm. Should one of the arms be skeletal? Should there be a skelly arm? Overruled? Okay, no skelly arm. Oh wait, there's a yes? Alright, let's do a vote. Let's do a vote! Okay, there we go. New poll. Arm. Flesh arms. Left skelly arm. Right skelly arm. Both skelly arm. Would have to take the glove off the hand. Yeah, I'd take the glove off the hand of whichever arm became the skeleton arm. All right, poll is up, ladies and gentlemen. Take your votes, place your bets, see what we will get. Sweet. No, this is looking tight. I love this. All right, be sure to cast your votes in, ladies and gentlemen. As mentioned, these guys are going to get printed out by Heroforge in color so that we can do a review of it later on. So, yeah, if you do want if you want to invest in what this thing is going to be printed out, and then yeah, now is the time. These are the moments. Right now, flesh arm and right arm are kind of pretty close. Whew, pretty close. Got about 1 minute remaining on the clock. We got 7 votes. 1 is all the difference that it could make. Let's do a bit of a turnaround on this dude. I love that pose. This running man pose I actually used for a character I made called Nostrados. Legendary silver tainted werewolf. Done. Left skelly arm. So So that's so that you know this is the left one, that is the right one. Buy the vote. All right. Okay, we have a tie. We have a tie between the right skelly arm and the flesh arm. So, what that means is that I am going to have another look at it. And then I'm going to decide whether or not we're going to have it. And then maybe even flip a coin. Hey, Space Shark, what's up? For those of you who do not know, Space Shark is a wonderful, incredible, and amazing and talented streamer who also... actually, sorry, I'm going to ask before I share that information. Is it okay for me to share that information about your other project association, should I call it? Is that perfectly fine for me to share on stream? What do you mean hype train incoming? Hype train is close, not incoming. Bad. No. Yes. Let me know, Space Shark. Let me know. Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah. So, for those of you who are a fan of my channel, you know that I'm a very big fan of the infamous Dingo Doodle series. Space Shark is the player who plays the role of Arena. And yeah, that's one of the major characters in the franchise, in the series. I am very proud to announce that I will be playing with the wonderful and amazing Space Shark next week on Robert Hartley's channel during just it's a promotional one shot where we're promoting the where we will be promoting the new Kickstarter that is being done. All right. After looking at the skeleton arm, I'm going to say that my vote will go towards the flesh arms, and we'll go with the flesh arms. But, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have just hit a hype train. So thank you so much, of course, Space Shark, for the subscription with Prime. Guys, Prime is just an awesome way for you to show love to the content creators you enjoy. And I thank you so much for doing so. McBluff with the 1,000 bit, and Dawn Up North for 100 bits. Myth also coming in with the bits. Now, guys, you know what this means. We are at we're not in a live game. So you guys are getting story mode. Story mode is where we unveil more and more of a tale that we are going to tell about our Heroforge model, with plots and twists happening as the hype train goes up. So as we've made a level 1 hype train, let us begin today's story. The night is dark in the forests surrounding the lands of Barovia. A pair of hunters make their way through the dark and desolate woods. Did you hear that? What? I didn't hear anything. Exactly. Isn't it strange? No birds? Not even the sound of the wind howling? Look, keep it quiet, okay? It's only a couple of days till we reach the town. As the two hunters talk over their rabbit stew, they do not realize that an eye watches them wearily from outside their view, lurking in the dark. What was that? It's just your imagination. Shut up. No, I swear I saw something. Looking out into the darkness, there is a sheen of silver. A glint of something moving in the dark. Shing! They grab their swords and crossbows. You there, whoever goes out there, you stay back, you hear me? For our party to go to the next section, we will have to hit the level 2 hype train. The group now has an opportunity. Will they stay or will they flee? If the tail ends now, they will flee. If we get to the level 2 hype train, they will stay and fight. So, yes. Thank you to Skozwi, there we go, nice. Karanzu, taking us over the limit here. Thank you very much. Let us continue this story. All right. If we try to run, it's going to grab us from behind. Just stay close. Emerging from the shadows, the large and hairy lupine creature vicious teeth snarling, its eyes aglow with a strange necrotic light, steps out and into the light of the campfire. It growls deeply from the back of its throat. A werewolf! Quickly, the archer reaches into his crossbow quiver and pulls out a bolt of pure silver. But something seems wrong. He doesn't think twice about it. He loads the crossbow and aims. The sound of the whistling of the arrow as it flies through the air and collides with the werewolf. Yes! You got it! But the werewolf does not stop. In fact, it barely reacts. Their eyes widen as the creature steps further into the light. The sheen of silver can be seen across its body, the arrow dug into its very flesh. As this happens, the growling gets louder, and the silver in the arrow starts to melt, almost like mercury, and bleed into the fur of this creature. It coughs, and as it does, more of that silver falls from its lips and onto the ground. Oh no, they're supposed to die. They're supposed to be killed by silver. He quickly grabs another bolt and drops his quiver. It falls to the ground, and all of the bolts start rolling around. Oh, you fool! Quickly, the swordsman rushes forward. The wolf turns, gets on all fours, and immediately darts to the left as the swordsman's blade comes down. He then turns, only just in time to raise his shield as this large, vicious, hairy creature collides with the side of his buckler. He gets knocked to the floor and rolls. With him on his back, he turns, blade between him and the creature, as it then lumbers towards him, arched over, its whole body seeming 10 times bigger than it is. Let's see if we get to the hype level 3. If we do so, then our crossbowman will find and manage to load another shot before the werewolf tears into his poor friend. Let's see what happens. So, there you go. I hope you guys enjoy these storytime things. The storytime things are always fun. Storytime with Dag, brought to you by Hype Train. Hype Train, the only hype train that shows you care. Yes, that's very true. Hype trains, look, guys, story stuff aside, hype trains are really a wonderful way for entertainers to feel valued, to feel like their time is worth something. And, honestly, deep down, you guys, no matter what level of hype train we get to, I hope that you enjoy these stories. I hope that you guys enjoy all the cool stuff that we do. And, we will obviously keep doing stuff. We will keep doing this because, what is D&D? What is role-playing without a good story? Thank you so much to Dilly the Doe for another 100 bits. And, of course, Aya Janasi for 500, bringing us to the 33 of a level 3 hype train at 1 minute 33. So, there you go. That's a lot of numbers. Rob would be very proud. But I'm loving the story. It's really getting me into the vibe of this dude. Although I'm thinking maybe we should arch him a little bit. All right, 1 minute left in the hype train. All right, so then we... arch his body for it. Oh, 3 gifted subs from the amazing McBluff. Thank you so much, Mac. Let us continue just as soon as I tilt that head up a little bit. There we go. All right. Now. Quick. Load. Grabbing onto the silver bolt, the archer loads up the crossbow and another shot rings out. It strikes into the back of the surprised and startled werewolf. But once again, the silver bolt seems to have no effect. Suddenly, with a swift kick to the gut, the swordsman reacts. He scrambles to his feet in a moment of confusion as the werewolf is disoriented. Quick, we have to get out of here! Suddenly, there is this grasping feeling on his ankle as he is pulled, his knee giving way underneath him as his face lands in the soft dirt. He is pulled closer, almost face to face with this creature, who whispers Where is Ranagar? Ranagar? I don't know. Ranagar, isn't that the name of that fella from the other town? He turns to the crossbowman. The crossbowman looks at him with a look of absolute horror. Why would you draw attention to me? Why would you bring this up now? The werewolf turns, its glistening silver eye staring directly at him. He drops the man and walks over. Yeah, no, we heard of a man named Ranagar. He was a what? A hunter. Yeah, he hunted in the forests here. Drawing deep breaths around the nape of the neck of the terrifying and quivering hunter. Apart from the smell of urine which is quickly soaking the ground, the werewolf says, "You have seen him recently. Good. I need you to pass a message." Yes, yeah, no, anything, please, just spare my life. He drops the crossbow and the silver bolts. Let's find out what happens when we hit the level 4 hype train. What is the message? What is this dude gonna say? What is gonna happen here? Oh, this is gonna be great. I've got a good one here. Ire Janasi kicking us with another five wonderful and amazing new subscribers. Thank you so much. And of course to Parahelia for the 100 bits and Dawn Up North for the 400 bits. Guys, thank you so much for kicking us into the next one. Let's continue then, shall we? It is the middle of town. There's a guard, half asleep at his post. As he yawns and stretches over by the gate. He looks out and sees a lantern moving towards the town. It sways frantically from left to right. He gazes. "Who goes there? Open the gate! Open the bloody gate!" I didn't say open the gate. I said, "Who goes there?" "It's me, Gavin. Open!" "Gavin? Oh, yeah. Open the gate!" With a huge and heavy draw, the wooden doors open to the town, quickly shutting behind the frantic-looking traveler. He doesn't even stop to greet the guards. He rushes towards a small inn known as the Tack and Nail. As he thrusts open the doors, he emerges in the center of what is a dinner service. Lots of people gathered around. The smell of hearty stew and ale now mixed with the scent of rainwater and blood. Ranagar! Ranagar! Where's Ranagar? A tall figure with a large wide-brimmed hat seems to be gathered by what looks to be a reading chair. He has in front of him a large series of scrolls that have marked out locations in the lands of Barovia. He says, "Calm yourself, lad. What seems to be the trouble?" He walks over and says, I have a message." He produces a small leather bag, the bottom of which is saggy and wet. He places it on the table near the scrolls, and as he looks at it, the bag suddenly shifts and moves, and the sound of a low growl can be heard from within. Ranagar steps up, and he says, "I thought he was done with. It seems like I have one last fight in me before I retire for the night. Where did you say you'd come from?" "The west. But 'tis not a normal werewolf. We shot it with bolts of silver, and he kept coming. Rhaegar stands, quite tall for an elf. I know, lad. And I'm sorry for your loss. He grabs what looks to be a very special and ornate sword. Mount my horse! I'm going on a hunt. Alright, this is our last hype train. Will the werewolf be driven from the lands, or will... what will happen? We have to find out. Level 5 hype train. At the level 5, we will conclude our little tale, our little story here. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I'm hooked on this story. Yeah, it's great. It's good. I mean, the cool thing is it keeps me sharp as well, because I'm an improv GM. So, on my channel and for a lot of my shows, especially for you who may be new to my channel or who have not seen me before, I do a lot of D&D games. I do a lot of role-playing games throughout the week, many of which are actually with my lovely Patreons who, kind of support the channel and, keep us afloat, basically. And, wow! Oh my god, thank you so much, guys. Dawn Up North for the gifted subs, to, of course, Med Brecker for more gifted subs. Guys, that was too much. That was amazing. Thank you so much. We're not letting the story die. Okay. I'll make it an epic finale. I'll make it an epic finish. Don't you worry. We'll get to the end of this. Now, one last thing. If you come to my show, if you watch any of my channels, you know that I am very audience participation heavy. If you come to any of my shows and you donate, or if you use story elements and stuff, improv is the name of the game, and you guys will 100% be involved in all aspects of the game, ranging from creating monsters, plot twists, a whole bunch of stuff. So this kind of exercise keeps me really sharp with my improv as well. All right, so to wind up our story. A thundering cloud. Actually, you know what? Let's up the ante here. Let's up the ante a teeny bit here. Just bear with me for 1 second. I feel like because we hit such a wonderful milestone with this hype train, I'm gonna give you that little extra. I'm gonna give you that tiny bit extra. Here we go. You ready? All right. Courtesy of another friend of the channel, of course, Sirenscape. We are going to add in just a little gravitas to the finale. Here we go. Bear with me. As everything just winds up. And here we go. All right. Oh no, we'll definitely be completing it. I just needed this. Come on. All right. All right. Now, a storm begins to brew high above the Barovian landscape. Thunder rolls in the distance, and a soft rain begins to fall from the sky above. As it does so, a single horse and mounted rider move quietly and tirelessly through the deluge. As thunder claps once again overhead, the sounds that would normally fill the Barovian countryside dull even more so. I know you're out there. Show yourself. Unless surely you're not afraid of a bit of rain. The figure calls out again. You did this to me. I did nothing of the sort. Your fate was your own. Had you not been spreading your disease and pestilence, you may have been left in peace. I was born to strength, and gave that strength willingly to others. You had no right. Come now. Did you mean only to exchange in words? Surely your dripping fangs is filled with more than just vitriol and bad language. Face me, Silverfang. Emerging from the forest, the werewolf pounces, rushing with teeth and claws as it jumps. Silence falls as a crack of lightning meets with the slash of silver, the tip of a blade, a clawed mark, spilling blood onto the soil. Back in the town, an anxious crowd awaits and looks for what they might find. Footsteps begin to make their way. Eventually, a figure stands looming in the doorway, darkened by the night outside. Stepping forth, the hunter, exhausted, wet, and tired, tosses what looks to be a single severed claw onto the ground. He goes and he rests by the chair that he was sitting in. Drink, quick! As several of the other patrons quickly provide some water and check him for wounds and marks. Begone with ye! I did what I could, but that was all I could take of the beast. He will be returning, though. He never gives up. Whatever maliciousness resides within that creature, it is no longer a mere werewolf or undead. It is a hunger that exists, and it is a hunger that comes for us all. And with that, the hunter is brought some water. The cup placed on his lips, as it then is poured. The hunter stops. The patron stops, realizing that the hunter is not drinking. He checks for a pulse. There is none. When there is another single clap of thunder, and in the light of the door, a looming figure with a single arm stands, glaring with glowing green eyes. And we end this story with the screams of the patrons in this small Barovian town. All right, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Does that count as my Halloween story? Does that count? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But that was my very sincere and very big thank you to everyone who contributed the 20 gifted subs and 3,600 bits to of course the channel and helping me stay alive and thriving and doing all of this stuff. Guys, as I always say, look, if you ever really want to show appreciation, come out, hang out with your favorite content creators, and of course, being able to donate whatever you can to help makes a world of difference. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, obviously I wouldn't be streaming like 4 or 5 times a week. But because of all your support, all of your love, it is definitely well and truly worth the while. So, thank you everyone who helped me tell that story and make that. Compile and save that story to the YouTube channel. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. There is a way to highlight videos. I haven't explored it because I'm very bad at managing my own channel. If you guys do know, as much as I'm a content creator, I'm just some schmuck who does acting and performance work. So, you know, like when it comes to actually managing my YouTube channel, I mean, I think Callie and Matt Brecker can probably tell you, I am terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Let's see. Nice timing with the music. Thank you so much. I figured since we got to the level 5 hype train, I would amp up the hype a little bit more. So thank you for that. He looks at his own palms only to see a dark pentagram. Ooh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. I love this so much. Thank you. It was a good start. Well, my night has been made. That is wonderful for me to hear, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the story. How are you going to torment the Curse of Stardom team leading into Halloween? Great question. You know what? I have a brand new villain wandering around Barovia. That is that might be a definite definite appearance in a cameo in tonight's game, or maybe a future game. We'll have to see. Currently, the group is in Argen Vastholt, which is you know, kind of the Paladins of the Silver Knights area. So once they finish up with there, I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe Silverfang will make an appearance. Did I just see the wonderful and amazing Matthew Perkins? Yes, I did. Hello. You missed a wonderful story. You missed you literally skin of your teeth missed the level 5 hype train story of this werewolf. I'll tell you what. Just because Matthew Perkins is here, I will make a clip show series. I'll make a little series of clips to tell the full story, and then I'll share it with Matt so that you can enjoy it. It was really good. I quite enjoyed it. Yeah. I wish I came in sooner. Dang kids. Aw, that's okay. Yes. Oh, Myth is saying she'll clip. They'll clip the. They will clip the story. So there you go. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Myth. Let's see. Because I find an old Ravenloft monster, a blood elemental. You know what? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have just tuned in or who have come in at the end of this, my name is Michael. I'm the Dedos Gamer. I do a bunch of D&D RPG stuff, and on Wednesdays we do Heroforge modeling. So this season, this is our first model of the season. It is our legendary silver cursed undead revenant werewolf. Named Silverfang. He is out for revenge for the hunter that poisoned him with silver, and he is now just pretty vicious and pretty nasty looking. So he is the first of the 6 villains that we'll be making this season. So we are going to be making villains every single week, so do tune in and throw in your contributions, because of course, they're going to define what we make. And I think this is a good appropriate one, as it has that good Halloween vibe. It's got like a really cool, interesting story. And now we've got a little hype train story as well with him as well. So that's really cool. Now, you were mentioning the blood elemental. So I have an idea. And you guys saw this earlier on in the stream. This was a kind of a blobby kind of creature that I found online. And I am thinking it would be very cool if I very, very surreptitiously went here. And I mean, that kind of looks like blood, right? Does it? Does it look like blood? Yeah, it looks like a cold lava lamp. That does. Yeah, I think this looks like a lot of blood. I think having the translucent plastic on the bottom works, but I think that top bit looks nice with that like kind of solid red. Blarg. Yeah, maybe darker. We can go darker. Let's go here. You know what we can do? There we go. Done. There we go. Blood. Blood. There you go. Blood Golem. I think that's good. There you go. So maybe Blood Golem. I will save that. Blood Golem. Bloof. Goodlum. Come on, Mike. There you go. You can English. All right, there you go. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That works well. So you go. Blood Golem. Blood Golem. I love it. Love it. Okay. Looks like cold lava. You could make it. You could make people go to your YouTube channel. Squint. I mean, I could make people go to my YouTube channel. Yeah, but then I have to do work. It's terrible. I know. I'm so bad at YouTube, but that's because YouTube doesn't pay me anything. Twitch does, and I get to hang out with people, and it's way more my speed. But I should really. You're absolutely right. I should. I definitely should pay a lot more attention to that. Bam. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the 10 o'clock mark. Because if you really want to horrify them, roll out the carrionests. Ooh. You know what? There are a couple of really cool ones. I'm burdened with the curse of knowledge that knows aways me of my fellow curse of Strahd thing now. That's true. You are cursed with knowledge, Mac. But you know what? Look, if there is something that I'm doing at the moment, and that is for Curse of Strahd, because it is a horror game. There is a new donation tier for the month of October. It is pricey, but that's because it comes with a very, very heavy. I guess the $50 price is like it's a heavy disclaimer. There is a $50 horror mode that engages. So for the price of $50, we add in a Halloween horror encounter. The last one that we got, we had spiders, like phase spiders, hatch a nest of phase spiders out of one of the PCs. And I want you guys to contemplate that for a second. There was a horrifying encounter. And then the phase spiders teleported the group, like split the group in half. And one of the group was in the phase world and the other group was in the real world. And it was awful. Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty. But yes, so we're doing stuff like that for the month of October. So I'm gonna add the Blood Golem and the Carrionettes to my list now. So I'm just gonna add that while I remember to. Blood Golem, Carrionettes. I love Carrionettes. And what was the other one? Was there another one? Yes, come check out DAG on the 29th and the 30th. Oh yeah, well I'll give the plugs. I got that one. That's all me. I got that. I got you. All right, here we go. So I miss horror mode. I remember when you had it in Starfinder. Yeah, same thing when we had the Starfinder horror mode it was the same thing for Halloween. So it's a tradition now. It's a tradition. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I hope you had a wonderful time. I feel absolutely over the moon that you guys had so much fun today, not only with the story, but with building our first villain, legendary character. So Silverfang is now officially going to get printed out once we get to the end of the season. Then we're going to review how he came out. I'm very interested to see how the silver comes out. In particular, I'm also interested to see how the wounds turn out, because we've got some bruising here and there. Like, we got the bruises that are making up the character. We've also got the scars and the scratches, and I want to see how detailed they get. And yeah, it's going to be just an awesome time to see how it all comes together. There will be, of course, 6 episodes where we make these villains, and then 1 episode where we review them all. Then, once they're printed, we just muck around for a while, and then when they all come in, we review what they look like. So yeah, thank you for helping us out with that. And next week, we'll be back for the same thing next Wednesday. Now, actually, no, we will not. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Okay, so here's the itinerary. Next time you'll see me will be tonight for Curse of Strahd. Next week, however, we have a new show starting up on Mondays at 8 a.m. Australian Western Standard, or Sunday night 8 p.m. Eastern Standard US time. We are going to be starting up Rise of the Rune Lords. We are starting up Rime of the Frost Maiden, which will be a lot of fun, and will be a group of new Patreons, including, of course, the wonderful Aya Janasi as well. On the 28th of October at 9 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, or the 27th of October at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be running a Fool's Gold game with Robert Hartley GM over on his channel. It is going to be a follow-up to the Fool's Gold game that we had played on the fundraiser that we ran for Dread. So it's going to be a literal part 2. So it's taking over from where we left off in part 1 and then carrying onwards. It will be an incredible game. So we've got Quincy from Quincy's Tavern coming back. We have Gothy coming back. Rob and Dread, of course. Unfortunately, Ginny D won't be joining us, but instead we have 2 new faces joining the group. One, of course, is going to be none other than the delightful and amazing my brain, Space Shark, who is going to be playing a brand new character. And of course, we are going to be joined by a person who I haven't GM'd with for a while now, but a really good friend, and that is your narrator from the Boys VR stream team. For those of you who don't know who the Boys are, go check out the Boys. They're definitely wonderful and amazing people who do a lot of really just priceless gold content. So narrator is going to come and play with us and have a bit of fun. And he's going to blend in just so well, and I'm so worried how well he's going to fit in. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that one. And then the following day at sometime, which I'm going to say is 12:30 p.m. Australian Western Standard, which unfortunately for the people in the US is 12:30 a.m. On the 28th. We are going to be running a Through the Breach game, where I'll be running it with Thomas from the Forgeling, or for One From All. I will be running it with Robert, Dread, Careful Cantrip, DM Dave will be joining us, and AJ Winters, who will also be joining. So there you go. Big full cast of very, very fun celebrities. We got 2 very special event one-shots happening. That second one will be, of course, part of ConSave, which is going to be a 36-hour convention streaming for... can you DM all this so you can update this schedule? Yes, I can.
Sorry, Helen, my bad. I forgot to tell you that I'm doing all these things because I'm silly and I forget things.
But yes. So those are all the things that are happening. And yeah, come check those out because they're going to be awesome. We're going to go and raid someone because I feel like I could just say goodbye forever. That's just, it's like, hey, Michael, do you want to talk? Yeah, of course I want to talk. I love talking. Talking's great. I can talk forever. Talk. Let's see. Who's doing stuff right now? Epic NPC Man's up to stuff. Carney's Sideshow's up to stuff. Careful Cantrip's up to stuff. Yeah, you know what? Ooh, let's see. I feel like we raided Careful Cantrip recently. How about we raid someone? How about we raid a channel who is chugging along and... Ooh, you know what? I see my buddy Craig. I do see my buddy Craig. We also have the Gilding Light guys. Let me check these guys out. I want to send you somewhere that's going to be fun. Manapot Studios. They're also doing some cool stuff. Man, everyone's doing cool things. How come I never get invited to cool things? No, I'm joking. I always get invited to cool things. Okay, here we go. Gilding Light, what are you doing? These ads are far too long. Seriously, these ads are way too long. Okay, it looks like they will and truly end. Okay, so let us go to the Third Floor War. Third Floor War is a bunch of wonderful human beings who do Malifaux and Through the Breach stuff. And given that we were just talking about Through the Breach, they are currently doing a horror game called Fear Itself. So we're going to go send some love there. Be sure to drop all those raid emotes. Guys, if you are one of the lucky people who got the subscription, thanks to, of course, those wonderful donations from the High Train, guys, please, use them. Unleash the Horde. Unleash all of the chaos, the fun, the anarchy. Go with love. And, of course, until the next time we cross each other's paths, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone! Bye!